So this is the, one of the worst things I ever realized in life is there is no evil people, there's just dumb motherfuckers. And you don't know what it's like to think somebody's malicious when they're stupid. And stupid people are inherently malicious. My idiot friend Taco revealed that basically he was in competition with everybody. He was in competition with me my entire life, and he was kneecapping. It is one thing to be in competition. It is another thing to cheat when you're in a competition. But in his brain, this was acceptable because he's emotionally stunted and thinks like a 2-year-old. I want to roll back to Stu and Ganon force-feeding the belly girl to death. Because if I accept that Blondie isn't malicious, he's a dumbass child running from accountability, and he's going to do everything he can to get away from accountability. He's going to blame, he's going to cuck others, he's going to ruin everybody else's life, and then somehow he's going to be the good guy, even though he ruined good people's lives. I'm just going to say it, straight to hell. Okay? God isn't going to put up with any of that shit. Okay? So you lied, manipulated, and you just ran from accountability, and then ultimately fucking got an innocent person put in prison, or a good person put in prison because you didn't like them. Yeah! Hell is where you go. But let's talk about this, because these guys are emotionally stunted narcissists. What if the belly girl, what if something happened? Like, I assumed, they found out that she got pregnant. Remember, if you know anything about the belly girl, she kept hitting me with LSD, hypnotizing me, and then having sex with me. In a nutshell. She got pregnant, and then these two assholes found out she was pregnant with my kid, and to solve the problem, they force-fed her to death. Now, during this entire thing, I was supposed to go and rescue her. Now, recently, I had this memory come back with the blue-eyed guy. The blue-eyed guy is another dude that can do the hypnosis bullshit and fuck up your mind. This entire thing is about... These people believe reality is subjective because it's how your mind perceives it, and they can fuck up your brain to fuck up your reality, to fuck up how you perceive things, and all these things that are fucked up make no sense, but they alter your brain, and by destroying your brain, therefore they have altered reality, your reality. Okay? And the worst part is they're incredibly stupid, and they think like imbeciles, as I'm about to get into this. You see, I don't know when exactly this part happened. I remember getting abducted by the blue-eyed guy early one morning. They have a thing for coming into your house when you're asleep, putting LSD in your mouth and taking you places. They did it to me when they made me president. I was illegally abducted and taken away from my house. Okay? The blue-eyed guy did that. He took me somewhere where I guess Stu married me to the belly girl, or somebody else married me to the belly girl. And they did this weird ritual where you see your entire lives together and it flashes before your eyes, and it's really horrible because all you do is have missionary sex and everything's super generic and looks like the 1950s for some reason. Why everything looks like the 1950s, I don't know. Dude, in their vision, the belly girl was some skinny chick. She wasn't even fat. It was just horrible. It was like watching two sticks fuck. The blue-eyed guy mentioned to me, after the belly girl died, he said that there was a smart guy that came up with a plan to rescue the belly girl, and he was gonna rescue her, and he was this hero guy that always wanted to be a hero and stuff. And I realize now he's talking about me. because I remember now distinctly a conversation with these idiots in some abandoned house somewhere or trailer. I don't know what it was. I was high on drugs. And they questioned me about all of this shit. These dudes, as they were questioning me, like, basically they had me put together the plan. And then at the end of the plan, the blue-eyed guy was like, basically, I'm sorry, Bobby, but now we have to erase your mind so you won't remember this and poison you with heavy metals. And I told him that's a really stupid idea because heavy metals make you dumb. And if I don't remember the plan, how can I act on the plan? And they told me they're really good at manipulating. Don't worry. Now, I was a pretty brave person, but I was mistakenly brave because I didn't know when I was in danger. I wasn't actually brave, I just didn't know I was in danger. And they start calling me, Ganon and Stu start calling me, and Stu does what Stu does, and he deliberately fucks it up because he's malicious. He's a malicious child, that's what he is, nothing more. He tells me he's gonna shoot her in the head if I say I love her, and he's going to shoot her in the head if I come and rescue her, so there's not like a real winning scenario, something like that, something stupid. Ganon calls, and Ganon's a clown, and I keep thinking he's joking that he has some woman captive that they're force-feeding. And I'm delivering pizzas, and I'm at work, and these guys keep harassing me, they keep calling me, so eventually I tell them to stop fucking calling me, I'm fucking working, and I can't deal with their bullshit, because I'm at work. And this stuff is just crazy, okay? Because I had a fully functioning brain. I knew the plan. If I knew the plan, I would have just went and rescued this woman. But the problem is I was stupid. I was made stupid. And when you poison somebody with lead, it gives them anxiety and fear. Okay, so I had high anxiety for no reason and fear. Suddenly, I wasn't brave, and I say this thing, I don't let fear make my decisions. What I should say is I try not to let fear make my decisions, because if you turn fear up, eventually I think almost anybody is going to let fear make their decisions, okay? And these idiots kept poisoning me with heavy metals, and erasing my mind, and fucking with my brain with their bullshit hypnosis where they spray you in the face with the LSD, and fucking all that jazz and nonsense. They fuck up my brain, and then once again, after making me stupid, they want me to do smart people things. It is the saddest thing in the world to me to say this, but there are no evil people, just stupid motherfuckers. Yeah. Yeah. So, these idiots killed that girl because they're idiots. Because they destroyed my brain and weren't smart enough to understand if you poison somebody with heavy metals, you have altered their psychology. They are not them. They are not going to act or do the same things they would have normally done had their brain not been destroyed with heavy metals. But these guys appoint themselves gods and decide who's going to be brave, who's going to be something, who's not going to be something. And then if you ever make something for yourself, they walk over with a hammer and they smash it to pieces and scream, "You can't have that, you can't have that, because I'm God and I'm also an asshole and a piece of shit and I can't fucking handle it because I'm a fucking loser that was raped in the ass by my dad at the church." I am a narcissist magnet because my father's a piece of shit narcissist, okay? And my mother was emotionally stunted. So narcissists are inherently attracted to me. These stupid fucks are obsessed with me because I've dealt with them my entire fucking life, and I am tired of it. That was an innocent girl that got killed because there were two idiots that I'm willing to bet even this stuff is what happens when you give somebody something but don't explain it to them. They themselves probably don't understand the exact amount of power they wield, and they don't understand exactly how they infect the environment around them. They just do things, and then if it goes bad, it's everybody else's fault, and there's no accountability because they have no agency in their life. They just exist, look at something and go, I want to ruin that, and then put all their mind power or whatever into, I'm going to ruin that. I don't care, stop it, leave me alone, I'm not stupid, like, and they're idiots. They're stupid. And here's the thing, they are every serial killer in America, so you could argue serial killers aren't malicious, they're stupid. Okay. And stupid people are malicious, so you could argue they are malicious and stupid. That is a thing. Anger, which is something I have a lot of, and malicious behavior and all that shit are associated with being stupid. I have never considered myself smart. I am not a malicious person, though. I actually just try to make the world a better place. Just every time I do, people get in the way and start screaming, you can't do that, you can't fix things, you're not allowed to do shit. Okay. I don't know what drives these people, what outside of the church they're trained to take it in the ass mentally, emotionally, and physically. I don't know what drives these people. I really don't. I don't know what makes them behave the way they do. I don't. And I wish I was smart enough to figure out how to file Pro C. I'm not. I wish people would help me. They're not gonna, because we don't live in a good world. We live in a world where these people have projected and created, and using television and manipulation and bullshit, have trained people to be extremely selfish, only care about your own ass, and if the person beside you dies, that's what happens. Don't do anything about it or I'll kill you. As soon as somebody is threatened, they switch to the lizard brain, and the lizard brain is the stupid brain. These people switch the conscious and unconscious minds, so they have a lizard brain leading. And in order to use the lizard brain, they actually have to eat enough lead that it lowers their neurons in their own head so that they can use an out-of-date brain. And then they believe the out-of-date brain is superior because narrative spinning. They can lie. And they can make shit up and fucking, even if it doesn't make any sense, even if what they do makes no sense at all, fucking, they can lie to your face about it. Okay. I have come to the when I first heard this thing, I think it's a Stoic philosophy. There are no stupid people. There are no evil people. There are stupid people. There are no evil people. There are just stupid people. Okay. And that shit broke me as a human. Because in order to be a hero, you actually have to have villains. These guys believe in their own canon, their head canon. They're the heroes, even though they do all the bad things. And here's a logic puzzle for you. You have two people who are raping kids and murdering people, and then one of them kills the other guy. Who's the good guy? You have one less of them in the world, but who is the good guy? I guarantee you a normal person would go, neither one of them. They're both pieces of shit and both of them should have been killed to begin with. Yeah. I do the right thing because it's the right thing, and I really want to do the right thing, and I'm going to make an attempt at it. Obviously, I have to make an attempt at it.